everyone. Welcome to this special area update for Auburndale. So we're gonna do a lot today. I mean, look at this, already trashed on Northern Boulevard, but I'm gonna be filming later on today. I'm gonna go back to 7-Eleven and show you the abandoned lot and show you the graffiti that's all over the place, because this area is just on a downward spiral. And thank goodness the residents at Austin don't have to see how bad it is out here, because again, this is a battle for our quality of life. One thing I want to mention is that starting next month, there's going to be stretch accordion buses along the Q12 here on Northern Boulevard. So, one thing I want to show you, and my dad, I actually want to thank my dad for pointing this out, because he said when I do my area update, I should, tell you about something that's been here for a while. Maybe we could do a bus fanning segment. So we got an Orion 7 Next Gen, and that engine sounds terrible. That's what it is with Steingle. They're also slacking back on maintenance too. And I want to thank Cuomo Corruption on Twitter for bringing that point up the other day. But I want to show you this. And I'm taking a picture of this because this has been here since I think my dad said this has been here for like a year or two now. Now look at this. This is just an embarrassment, a real embarrassment. And I'll also mention I'm not going to be going back to Clearview Expressway because, again, I need a car to at least see what's up with that traffic light box. But I'm going to walk as far as Osnum, and then I'll show you the rest of the area later on today. We might even go to the train station. So Verizon, I didn't even know Verizon had a box here. This is 43rd Avenue, and Osnum is on 201st Street. And very quickly, I want to mention that Osnum is actually a historic building, because I know for a fact, and this is somebody who's worked there, there was a major renovation project done in the 1970s. And yeah, there's some updated stuff, but it's a very old building, but it's very important that it gets preserved. God forbid they can't give nursing services. They should at least keep the chapel in here, because I've been inside the chapel, and I think somebody told me there's like some kind of historical importance to it. But yeah, look, see? Yeah, I love the sign. Someone told me that that sign was actually crafted back in the 90s. I don't know if that's correct or not, but yeah. I also gotta take some pictures because I'm actually tweeting the 111 later today to let them know what's going on. I mean, I'll hopefully like the 107 where I can DM Officer Henry, who was with my precinct. Hopefully I can do the same thing with the 111 because I need their help. So look at this. It's still the same speed bump sign. This has been like this since the fall of last year. This could easily get replaced. DOT can get rid of this sign, put a whole new thing up. I don't care if my taxpayer dollars are going into it. I don't care. I said, we'll go down there later on. I'll show you the mailbox. Because again, this is just a complete joke. See that? That speed bump sign is fine. And look at this. Somebody put cash for cars. You explain to me how that's necessary in this area. I'm just going to get a picture. Later this afternoon, I will give an update about 38th Avenue because I haven't done one in a while. Now I'll mention it's only in the 60s today. That's very odd for this day because I'm filming on Monday, August 26, 2019. So I'm hoping this video will be up later tonight when I get back to Fresh Meadows. So I gotta go in, not allowed to have cameras in the building. So I'll be back later this afternoon and we'll continue along Francis Lewis Boulevard and then make our way to the Auburndale train station. And I'll explain why I'm going to Auburndale train station later this afternoon. So I'll be back. I'll see you later this afternoon. So just a quick segment. There'll be more later this afternoon, but I'm on my lunch break. I'm on my way to 7-Eleven. So first of all, the property owner of 7-Eleven has every right to complain about the graffiti. But I guess they don't care. Let's get a better view of it. Now look at this. Look at this. You call this acceptable? I had to be very careful with my phone. I could hop the fence, but then something happens. You know, I have to show you guys. Look at all this trash over here. Look at all this trash. And a couple weeks ago, there was a tree branch that was down here, and I had to move it myself because it was movable. It was one of those small tree branches. You know, I had to make sure that none of the pedestrians were in the way. So, put it right over here. And look, this, I can easily just throw this out. I'll take this to the trash can. It literally, who leaves this on the floor? Who leaves this on the floor? Look at all this trash. Because it used to be the lot for the Hyundai, but since it's abandoned, nobody cares. So again, I'm gonna walk on Francis Lewis later this afternoon, and I'm gonna show you again just why we have to speak up for this area. Alright, so I'm out of work. We're at 42nd Avenue and 201st Street, block away from Osnum. And look, the mailbox is still vandalized. It's public property right there. It's government property. Nobody even bothers to report it. Literally, somebody from the school can call 311 and get that reported, but I guess people are just so ignorant that they're not going to report it. Over here you got the school. So I'm not going to cut over there because there's kids playing. Yeah, there's even more graffiti in there. That's just unacceptable, you know? Literally. Police were over here, somebody would be put in handcuffs right now. They saw somebody vandalizing it. But we know what happens at 111 Precinct. They're not like mine at 107 where they're more aware of what's going on. 111 used to be a good precinct. Now they're just slacking up. Uh-oh. Hope it's not a vagrant. Okay, I was just getting worried there for a second. I don't know if somebody's homeless over there. That's a private area. It's supposed to be a house, but I don't know if it's vacant. Would be a good sign. At least this mailbox isn't vandalized. Let's double check. Yeah, this mailbox is fine, but the other one, the green one, that's vandalized. And I'll just mention, I tweeted, oh, there's more graffiti and homophobic things. I'm sorry if I get demonetized for that. But I tweeted 111 the pictures that I took, and they didn't get back to me. If 107, again, I know Officer Henry at 107. He'll look into issues because they found me closely and they know my home address. They know where I live. So I'm very familiar with most of the staff at 107. But, and again, I'll mention this. It seems that, again, 111 just doesn't care. It seems that they don't care about how bad this area is getting. They don't care that nothing really is going on. They should be more focused on graffiti cleanup. I bet what's going on is, I bet they're getting orders from Commissioner Trottenberg, and I'm sorry to call her out, saying, oh, you can't clean it up, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Trust me, if anybody bad from the de Blasio administration I got blamed for ruining my life besides him, it's her. You know that, folks. And again, I don't show pictures anymore, but we are going to go to the Auburndale station later on because I do have to purchase tickets to go to Wandsworth tomorrow. So I'm going to move on and get going shortly as I can because I do have to get picked up. Hopefully I'll make up some time. But I do want to mention one thing. One of my fellow co-workers over the weekend was involved in a bad accident. And unfortunately, there was a negative ending to it. So the details aren't the best, so I won't speculate anything. It's just from chit-chat at work. It was a motor vehicle accident. Well, she was a pedestrian, but it did involve a motor vehicle. It's one of the dietary physicians. They got work up here. Great. Just great. Just great. Thank goodness school isn't in session. If they're doing this work next week, there'd be hell to pay. There would be hell to pay. Just saying, because school is starting next week. When I was in the cafeteria, I'll mention that the lady that was in the poster, they did post her picture and everything. And again, due to HIPAA laws, I'm not going to go into specifics. But again, people just don't care. Yeah, I think the sidewalk's closed. So I'm going to have to go that way later on. I don't know if it's safe to cross. Because again, they don't have a light here. It's not even safe to cross here, you know? So we're going to have to go this way. We're going to have to go this way. Because it seems the sidewalk is closed. At least they got the heads up to do the work. When was the work? A week before school starts, because school starts on the 4th next week. Let me think. Right, Thursday the 5th. Right, Thursday the 5th, New York City school starts. Wow, look at this. They're tearing up the whole road today on 38th. Let's try to get a view from a safe distance. I'm going to see what they're doing here. Oh boy. They're repaving the whole road. I think they're digging for something. Man, I hope DOT gave them a permit. We better let those guys do their work, but wow, that's a major update about 38. So I'm going to have to take 37 to cut back to the Auburndale train station as soon as I'm done in Randomness. Now look at this. I don't even know. This road literally looks so messed up right now. Because again, this is what Polly Trottenberg wants. She wants to ruin Queens. She wants to make our lives a living hell. It's not de Blasio. Then again, de Blasio picked her. So what was the point? I also mentioned one thing. I'm sure CNN got low ratings last night when he was on for the town hall. Do you think anybody on a Sunday night was going to watch him? And anybody was going to do that? And by the way, in case anybody's wondering, I did see that video last week of him speaking like a chipmunk, like Alvin. Again, this city is just becoming a downward spiral. We're becoming the West Coast. We're literally becoming like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, and Portland combined right now. I've been hearing San Diego's getting sketchy too. So look at this. More vandalism. Look at this. This thing is just vandalized. The whole thing. I mean, look at this. I really do feel bad that my childhood neighborhood is just getting treated like this. You know, there's road work all over the place. Thankfully, by my old street, nothing sketchy is going on because that's a residential area. Now, they got a senior going by here. I was getting worried that guy was swagger walking. Oh boy, I think somebody else was just swagger walking. It's not a good sign. Yeah, we're in the shopping plaza where Randomness is, and blocked down that way is Dollar Tree, but I'm not going there today. I'm not, because they don't have my seltzer water for a good price, especially when you count in New York State sales tax. But one negative I don't like about Randomness is they leave the furniture out, so if it gets rained on or snowed on, that's not good. But they do have the back to school section, but I'm not going to film in the store, so I'm going to put the camera down and, oh boy, a shopping bag. And I know they're getting banned next year. But when I come back, we'll go to the Auburndale train station. And I'll show you the neglect even here on the North Shore. Oh, I gotta show you this. Right by 35th Avenue, upside down sign. Upside down sign. Look at this, some guy almost just tripped. Because this thing over here. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you walk in this area. So again, I'll be back and we'll wrap it up at the Auburndale train station. So I just spoke with my ride and they're coming in less than 10 minutes. So it literally takes 10 minutes to head back to where I need to be around Northern Boulevard to get picked up. So I'm not going to the train station, but maybe I'll do a separate segment on the neglect of the Auburndale train station because I'm very annoyed with the onboard, on-platform waiting rooms. So I'm going to be crossing at the other light down by 202nd Street. Actually, no, that is 41st Avenue, right? That's where I need to be. I don't know why they have to repave this part of the sidewalk, especially in this vacant area. Yeah, so I gotta walk back to where I need to be. But again, I'm showing you all that this area is in neglect. You know, no one seems to care that us here at Osden, we have to deal with these outside conditions when we step out on the street. You know, when I was growing up, we never had any of this. Look at this, more graffiti. Think that's okay to have graffiti all over the place? You think it's all right to have that there? I'm telling you, if this was Little Neck and Douglaston, you wouldn't see any of this right now. Because again, those are the ritzy areas. Especially by the Little Neck train station. There's no homeless people who hang around there. Look at this pile. This is so disgusting. Still on Station Road, that cuts right to the train station, but that takes me out of my way to where I need to be along Northern. I need to literally be right on the corner of Francis to wait for my ride shortly, but oh boy, we have a bus without air conditioning. I mean, think about it, it's a nice day anyway, it's not humid, but I guess the driver wanted to save the AC. Or maybe the AC's broken, I don't know, but I'll be crossing the street safely. I'm gonna sit by Osnum and wait for my dad. So I did so much walking. It's literally a 20-minute round trip when you come from Osnum and you have to walk to 35th Avenue just to get over to Raindew. If I need to buy tickets, I'll just buy it tomorrow. I'll buy it tomorrow. I can even do it on the train. I just showed the conductor my new Metro card because I'll mention one thing. With the disabled Metro cards, and a funny story, they got rid of that blue thing on it. So now it's all white, which I'm glad doesn't fade off the paint, hopefully, but when you go through turnstiles and when you have to put it in the bus, in the fare box in the buses, that's a different story. But yeah, next week the school's gonna be here filled with kids. And I know that I'll be seeing some of the kids when I walk by when I go to Raindew in 2 weeks. I have the week off from Osnum next week. But here's the positive. We do have medical buildings around here. I believe this is a new building. They were constructing it when I first came to this area a couple years ago. I could tell this is an office building. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a preschool. Okay. It's another preschool. So they got two preschools in this area. I know there's another school that's around 53rd Avenue. There is another school in this area. There's somebody waiting for the bus right now. 76 really isn't that reliable because it has to go through College Point and Whitestone. But it's on Francis Lewis. It does try to make up a little bit of time. So if I miss the slide, I'll just get the next one. At the end of the world. I'll continue talking about some stuff. And I'll mention one other thing. I got the light, so I'll definitely be able to make it if I shift you along here. So I want to mention, I'm going to card it right now, that Pine Power LI did a video about the misneglect of Long Island. And I need to get back to Mineola to show you what's going on in that area, because I've heard from people within the town that they're not happy that Pine Power is making these videos. I'm not going to name people because, again, I respect their privacy. So, yeah. There are people who are getting annoyed that, oh, why are you exposing the town? Blah, blah, blah. Well, we have other people. In fact, I'll even card MTA Prodigy to prove a point. Is that Mineola is going through its problems, but Auburndale, let me tell you, this area is going through the same or similar. I mean, thankfully, we don't have vagrants yet, but when we get homeless people in this area, then I really get concerned. I really get concerned, especially how, again, you're by a major nursing home in the borough of Queens. This is literally one of the major nursing homes in this borough. There are other ones. I won't name them because, again, of HIPAA reasons. But we don't deserve this treatment. We don't. We deserve a whole lot better. Auburndale deserves attention. We don't deserve this treatment. And I know I'm going to try to do this next week. Not next week, 2 weeks. I'm going to go by the Clearview Expressway and see if that traffic light box is still vandalized. I'm going to try to get here early in 2 weeks, and maybe I'll show you the traffic light box by the Nissan dealer, because I don't know if that ever got cleaned up. And again, I'm still annoyed at 111, but hopefully I might do an update if I do something, because I really want to see the police come over here and clean up the graffiti. That's going to wrap it up. My ride's going to be here shortly. Again, I wanted to go to the train station, but that's going to have to be for another time. I don't know when, but depending on circumstances, I'll see if I can go to the train station. So, with that, I'm just going to sit here, wait for my ride to come over. Thank you all for watching. Pray for Auburndale. We deserve a whole lot better than what we're dealing with here. I really hope things are going to start changing. But again, once homeless people start coming around this area, you know when we're going to have problems. They really shouldn't be homeless around here. Especially how, again, this is Osnum. This is a major building. And if homeless starts showing up around here, then we got to really start taking action. And Mineola, I'm coming to your town. You'll hear from me shortly, because I need to show you what's going on in Mineola, because the media is not going to listen to us. We're going to have to be the voice of reason. So until the next one, take care. And once again, please pray for us here in Auburndale. Thank you all for watching.